Fashion is man's transition from seeing art to actually becoming art. I'm Arick and welcome to my channel. I want to continue with a personal series of mine that I've been working on, and that's Louis Vuitton. I previously made a video drawing their LV Janet ankle boot. I'll leave a link down below in the description so you can check that out. I had fun with that, and now I want to continue with their bag collection. Louis Vuitton. In my opinion, it's the epitome of high fashion. The Louis Vuitton purse is a staple in every woman's wardrobe. We've all seen it. Even growing up, I watched my mom carry her LV bag with much pride. Not that I knew the brand per se, but I knew the brand. Being that the case, I wanted to study why was this brand so treasured and so respected in the fashion world for all these years. I wanted to study the way Louis Vuitton paid so close attention to the details in their designs. Why is the world so fascinated with this brand? To continuously sell a product with the same core design principles and foundation is genius if you ask me. Great marketing and a very creative presentation with their fashion shows. I love it. Here, I chose to draw their men's Christopher PM backpack. I think any artist would go crazy and lose their mind with having to hand draw this many LVs and star patterns, but I was up to the challenge. I love how just the initial sketch mimics the structure of their signature trunks. The front leather straps really helps keep to that theme. They give you a sense of, I'm headed on an important destination type of feel. In painting, my dad taught me when finding a color palette, break down the primary colors of that object first. What is that color made of? That helps you simplify the process and help you understand of how much of those colors are more dominant within that combination. But now, being in the digital age, we have color codes, so you can just use a color picker and boom, you're done. But this is leather, and I want to give a good sense of the textures, the actual stitching within the straps, how each individual puncture from the stitching reflects on its own light, how the buckles give their own almost mirror-like take on the lighting in the room, and how to give a good sense of how rough but smooth this leather texture is to the touch. I normally focus on drawing faces, but I felt this was a way to really study how objects reflect light differently from our skin. For example, the foam in the arm straps give a more matted take on light compared to the leather on the body of the bag. Keeping that in mind, I wanted to keep things soft as possible, make the blacks and the grays more blended together. Now we move on to the leather straps. Here, I really want to bring out that high contrast of the lights and the darks. With the strong reflections on the light hitting the leather, I just focused on building a clear foundation here and let the small details later complete the story of the bag. Getting back to the body of the bag, I want to bring in another layer of foundation on the brown leather by building the base of the shadows and roughness of the bag. Taking a pause to look back at it, even though I haven't gotten to the main details yet, you can see the drawing starting to hold its own. All right, let's continue. Let's bring in a lighter shade of brown. The high contrast warm brown color really gives you that authentic, rough textured aged look. The black leather straps are starting to show that polished look. I like how the stitching helps add to giving that more realistic feel. Even the lighting on the snaps. I think the lighting helps this look great. Okay, here we go. Time to draw the signature Louis Vuitton monogram. This clearly isn't going to be just a clear copy and paste situation. They individually wrap around the curves of the leather and are embedded in the stitching, so I'm really going to have to pay close attention to how each one is laid out on the bag. Here's my favorite part. Time to add more highlights. Let's go in and make this bag really come to life. I want to show those hard reflections on the light on the corners, the folds, and even the inside stitching of the leather. What a big difference small details can make to an illustration. The strong contrast and how the light hits the folds on the bag is crucial in keeping that sense of depth and texture, especially on a flat and neutral background. You want those differences in shadows to pop off the page and separate the two planes. Last but not least, I don't want to just leave the bag on a flat white background. It feels kind of empty. Being that this is part of a series, I want to keep with that beige framing from the previous piece. So here goes. That's it, I'm done. I enjoyed this process and I can say this was another fun piece to make. As an artist, I feel it's important to practice and study different subject matters. It's almost like when your school teacher tells you to study shop when all you want to do is draw. Sometimes you can find inspiration from that to bring into your illustrations because of that different perspective of how to build something from your hands. How light reflects different things, how they feel to the touch, hot or cold. You can convey those feelings in art. It's all about growing and reaching that next level. With that being said, I hope you learned something and I would love to hear your thoughts and comments below. I'm open for commissions, so if you'd like to see the process of how your portrait was created by me, visit my website at arickilion.com to contact me and schedule a commission. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more future videos of my drawing process, hit that subscribe button. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.